First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my.
It's Madden NFL 23, and it'll be Amani Oruwariye.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. They start the drive with Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they pull off the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And they look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Out to... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Tracy Walker. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 64 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Newton now to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
gain of a yard. Brings up second and 1 at the 12-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Throwing is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7-0 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Newton. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action now. Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw, Cousins. Wilson's got it complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Cousins again. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
3rd and goal for Cousins. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Johnson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for, man.
The Lions now taking over late in this 1st half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now Newton on 1st down. The Vikings after after him, and they get there for the sack. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So we've reached half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Newton. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
From the gun, here's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground in Madison. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Finding space at the 40. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Madison running left. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This goes out wide from Madison. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
And any Anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and work for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. 2nd down at 4. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even though it's some pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys were sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and when he delivers the ball.
Cousins. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get hurt.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now it's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Newton now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Za'Darius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a give to Madison, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Johnson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Cam Newton and his offense down 6-3. Less than 90 seconds to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A gain of 2. It brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here's Madison running on first down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Going to run with Madison again. And a short gain here down to the 22. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick here is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. One last throw here for Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done. Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the left.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand out the wheel, give it like a bone. I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like any